What's going on, everybody? This is Unified Boxing Talk coming to you again. Subscribe, like, comment, share all my videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. Let me get this camera straight. Do this little video. Yeah, I'm out here in Chicago for the weekend, you know, relaxing. Quite a shock last night. Let me get straight to it. I'm gonna get straight to it, folks. Wow. Andy Ruiz and the new unified heavyweight champion, Andy Ruiz Jr. Congratulations on a well thought out game plan in defeating Anthony Joshua at a sold out Madison Square Garden Arena Saturday night. The boxing waves is crazy right now. You know, the last couple weeks, some crazy stuff been happening in boxing from Deontay Wilder. I'll talk more about that situation in a little bit. And now Anthony Joshua's situation. The heavyweight division has been shook up. Now let me just get straight to it, because I watched the clips last night. I didn't get a chance to watch the whole fight, but this morning I've watched the whole fight and went through it. I didn't dissect it all, but I went through it and pointed out some major things. So let me give you what I saw from the Andy Ruiz Joshua fight. Anthony Joshua, man, this is a big blow, and I'm gonna tell you why. The expectations coming into this fight was Andy Ruiz. He doesn't look good physically. You know, he hasn't fought top competition. He lost to Joseph Parker. I mean, well, you know, people say he won, but he lost to Joseph Parker. You know, but people underestimated him. And Anthony Joshua did not look good in this fight. The first couple rounds was feeling rounds. They were trying to feel each other out. But he just didn't look good. A lot of things that we had questions on Anthony Joshua was displayed in this match against Andy Ruiz. You know, Andy Ruiz was the aggressor in this fighter. And that's one of the reasons why he won this fight. He was the aggressor. 6'6", 240 pounds, athletic prime, bodybuild type guy, 5-tool boxer. And Andy Ruiz was pushing the fight. Anthony Joshua was on the outside, on the back foot, which he did not look good fighting on the back foot, being that big. He was trying to box, and what happened, trying to box a short fighter, aggressive fighter, a Mexican style fighter, you're going to wear yourself out moving so much with all that muscle mass. See, muscle needs oxygen to breathe. People say AJ is well conditioned. Yeah, he might be well conditioned, but not cardio wise. His cardiovascular system is trash. He's gassed out in numerous of fights. He gassed out in the Klitschko fight, the Takam fight. He gassed out he was already tired in the Povetkin fight. He was tired at the Klitschko fight. I mean, he just has a poor cardiovascular system. All those muscles don't help. You know, he goes into these fights looking like a bodybuilder, and it doesn't work. And Andy Ruiz was forcing the fight. He was putting the pressure on Anthony Joshua, displaying great defensive responsibility. Yes, he got knocked down in the third round. And when he got knocked down in the third round, the commentators was like, Anthony Joshua was a great finisher. Watch him finish him off. And then Andy Ruiz was like, hold my beer. Andy Ruiz showed great testicular fortitude and mental fortitude to get up from that shot in the third round. It was a great shot by Anthony Joshua. Great technical shot. Caught him, left hook, boom, put him on his ass. Ruiz got up, and Joshua did not finish Ruiz. Ruiz has a chin, and he got skill. Great amateur background, you know, over 100 amateur wins. He displayed a lot of heart and grit and toughness getting up from that shot in the third round. It was a good shot, and that's a shot that put people down, and that's a wrap. And it was a whole 2 minutes left, and Joshua couldn't finish him off. But in the mix of an exchange, he got caught with a temple shot. Not a shot to the chin, because a lot of people said Joshua's chin is in question. It wasn't even a shot to the chin. It was a temple shot to the dome that messed up his whole equilibrium. And Joshua did not recover from that shot. The temple shot pretty much made the fight ended the way it did because of the round 3 temple shot. Not once, but twice on top of the head. You know, if you ever got hit like that, your whole body just goes into a confusion mode. And when him having so much muscle, it don't make it even better. It don't make it better, him having so much muscle and getting hit like that. So he was discombobulated for the rest of the 3rd round. Getting knocked down twice. He didn't even know the shot hit him. He went to his corner and he asked them what was that? He didn't even know. He didn't even know what shot hit him. Now Andy Ruiz comes out in the 4th round. It seemed like he was going to try to finish Joshua off, but it was a smart decision to pace himself. Now, Andy Ruiz came in at 268, and you see his frame. Andy Ruiz at the beginning of the 4th round kind of went for the kill, but he realized, let me just stay with the game plan. Because he could have got out of character and punched himself out in round 4, and then Joshua would have came back in round 4, in the end of round 4, or the back half of round 4, and, you know, put the work in. But Andy Ruiz, those first 30, 45 seconds, he was like trying to get him out of there to see if I can get him out of there, but he didn't, which was fine. Round 4, AJ didn't do nothing. All AJ was doing was just moving around, a lazy jab, poor footwork. He didn't, when Ruiz got close, he should have clinched. He should have put in the clinch position. He should have clinched him up. Should have been holding, you know, get his oxygen back, get his legs back. But Anthony Joshua kept moving with all those muscles, and it only made things worse. He should have just stayed. He should have just kept, every time Ruiz got close, grab, hold, keep doing it. Frustrate Ruiz, but he didn't do it. He kept moving, throwing that lazy jab, displaying poor footwork, poor ring generalship. You know, he was getting jabbed to the chest. He was getting hit with a couple shots here and there in the 4th round. Then the 5th round, he just didn't do nothing in the 5th round. Like, he seemed like he just didn't want to be in the fight no more. He was struggling with Ruiz's counter shot ability, his speed, his hand movement, his head movement, his defensive responsibility. Anthony Joshua did not know what to do with the shorter fighter. He did not know what to do with Andy Ruiz's skill. It was a bad clash, styles matchup. It was bad for Anthony Joshua. This was really bad. And people don't understand when I emphasize this. That's bad. This guy took the fight in a short notice. But anyway, let me get back to round 5. Joshua didn't do nothing in round 5. Caught him with a couple shots, you know, a couple good shots. And then round 6 come around, Andy Ruiz jabbing him to the chest, jabbing him to the body shots, up, head shot. It was like you can see Anthony Joshua not going 12 rounds. After the 3rd round, I knew Joshua wasn't going to go 12 rounds. Either Joshua was going to get him out of there earlier, or Andy Ruiz was going to stop Joshua. After the 3rd round, I was pretty much convinced that fight was not going 12 rounds. So in the 6th round, I was like, Joshua looks shot. He looked shot. Like, he just did not want to fight. He going back to his corner. They was giving him instructions. Was it Robert McCracken? Like, McCracken, whatever his name is. His trainer was giving him instructions and trying to, you know, stay in the game. You know, and every time Joshua went back to his corner, he was breathing heavy. I want people to understand that part. He was gassed after 3 rounds. That temple shot took all his oxygen, all his momentum, all his power, because he hit Ruiz with some good shots after he got knocked down in the 3rd round twice. But those punches did not have the same effect that it did at the beginning. Because when you get hit like that and you throwing punches, good punches, they're not having no effect, because Ruiz was displaying confidence, and more confidence, and more confidence as the fight was going. And it was going to get worse for Joshua, right? So round 6 concluded, and it was like, would his corner throw the towel in? Because he looks disconnected, disinterested in the fight. He didn't look good. Like, he kept looking to his corner, you know. Then he goes to round 7. Round 7 comes out. and Ruiz jumps on him. Left to the body, jab to the body, overhand rights, left hooks, just working Joshua in every aspect. And you could tell Joshua got tired of moving. He didn't want to move anymore. He just didn't care. Like, it was almost like he was inviting Ruiz to come in, and Ruiz was like, fine, if you're not going to fight back, I'm just going to take this fight. And then he knocks him down. You know, Joshua didn't spit his mouthpiece out yet. He kind of like had it like right at the front of his mouth. Got up. He was laboring. He was scratching he was just like, I was just scratching my head. I was just like, he finna stop Joshua. After he knocked it down in the 7th round, the first time, when Joshua got up, you could tell. I was like, oh, he finna go for the kill. He finna go for the win. You could tell Ruiz was going for the win when he knocked it down the first time in the 7th round. So when he got up, ref gave him the count. I thought the ref was gonna wave it off, but he didn't. You know, Joshua's a champion. He'll give him a chance. Ruiz comes back and really didn't hit him too much hard. Like, he didn't give him a great shot. It was just kind of JJ kind of blocked it, but it was like the force of the punch was just kind of like threw him off again. And you know, with the temple shot in the 3rd round, the 2 temple shots in the 3rd round, and in the 7th round, he got knocked down again, and he got up the 2nd time, spit his mouthpiece. When you spit your mouthpiece out, when you spit it out, you don't want no more. He didn't want no more smoke. Anthony Joshua looked to his corner, got up, stumbled back to the corner for the count, looked at his corner again, looked at the ref. Ref was like, hey, you good? He was like, yeah, I'm good. Bloody nose. Now, where was his mouthpiece at? He spit it out. And at that moment, yes, was Joshua able to continue? You know, like, from just like, he was looking at the ref directly in his eyes, but the ref looked at Anthony Joshua, was like, called the fight. Andy Ruiz wins the match, and it wasn't a knockout, it wasn't a TKO, or like technical decision. Like, you know, I get it, you know, TKO, whatever. But Joshua quit. Anthony Joshua quit. AJ, England's finest cash cow, the #1 guy in the heavyweight division, the manufactured champion with 3 belts, or if you count the IBO, 4 belts, the #1 heavyweight, you know, in the division, and all this stuff, and he quit. Anthony Joshua could have continued. He spit his mouthpiece out, went to the corner, put both arms up on the turnbuckles, looked at the ref, told him, yeah, you good? Yeah. Fam, you spit your mouthpiece out and you quit. This is worse than Guillermo Rigondeaux quitting. When people say Guillermo Rigondeaux quit, whatever. He took an L, whatever. He took the money, in my opinion, but that's neither here nor there. This is worse than Rigondeaux, if you want to call him that. This is worse than the Rigondeaux and Lomachenko fight when Joshua quit. As a heavyweight champion, you go down swinging. You go for the jugular. Anthony Joshua quit against Andy Ruiz Jr. He quit. He didn't want no more smoke. He was tired. He was done. He was disinterested, disconnected. Didn't listen to the corner. He didn't care anymore. And one of the worst things you can do as a boxer, no matter what weight class it is quit. He spit his mouthpiece out. He spit his mouthpiece out. Folks, UK fans, you got some explaining to do. Matter of fact, y'all need to apologize because y'all talk so much noise, so much crap to the American fans and to the fans all around the world that Anthony Joshua was this, that, and this, and that. He's this and that. Y'all owe the whole boxing community, the whole boxing world, an apology. The UK channels that was pumping Joshua, pumping all this nonsense. Y'all need to apologize. Y'all former champion look bad. And when he looks bad, y'all look bad because y'all gassed him up full of oxygen. Now that bubble has burst. This is a big blow to Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, Danza, because the cash cow got beat by a PBC fighter. Al Heyman has Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz. And a couple other heavyweights, but wow. How the tide has changed in the boxing community at the heavyweight division. AJ, Matchroom, Danza, Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn didn't know what. Eddie Hearn was sweating in his interviews. His post-fight interview, he was sweating like a pig. You UK fans should be embarrassed. Is this your king? Comes to America and fights Andy Ruiz, not Luis Ortiz, not Tyson Fury, not Deontay Wilder, but Andy Ruiz. And I'm not knocking Andy Ruiz, but who expected this? Who expected Andy Ruiz that lost to Joseph Parker, which he should have won, hasn't had any major wins, goes and smokes AJ in 7 rounds? Boxing is weird. But you UK fans and you UK channels, you guys talk so much sugar honey iced tea to everybody about Anthony Joshua. Trashing Deontay Wilder, trashing Luis Ortiz, trashing Tyson Fury. Humble yourself. Humble yourself and apologize. Man up, UK fans, and apologize. But this is a bunch of bollocks. It's a dozer. This is a massive loss. Yeah? Yeah? Want to go back to the UK? Yeah? Let's see the king in the castle. The king in the castle. And all I've seen this morning is excuses from the UK fans. Excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse about Joshua. Even after the post-fight interview, Anthony Joshua, they asked him about who you want to fight next. He said, well, you know who I want to fight next. You already know. You want to fight Deontay Wilder? After that performance? You won't get out of the first round if you fight I'm gonna make another video on that. I'm gonna make a whole nother video. Back to the fight discussion. Shouts out to Andy Ruiz Jr., the first ever Mexican heavyweight champion. Big ups to Andy, man. I didn't pick you to win, but man, you know what? It is what it is. I support you, man. You know, all good things come to those who wait and be patient and capitalize on opportunity. And Andy Ruiz did that. So shouts out to everybody in the Andy Ruiz camp, all his Mexican fans and American fans. Because now I'm a new fan. I wasn't a big fan of Andy Ruiz, but I'm a fan. I'm a fan of boxing. But Andy Ruiz just picked up a new fan. I'm not for the bandwagon ride him. Nope. But I'm a fan of Andy Ruiz. He got heart. He took the challenge in 6 weeks' notice. And now he's the WBA, IBF, WBO, IBO heavyweight champion of the world. With that being said, this is Unified Boxing Talk. Coming to you again. I'm here to unify all boxing. No matter what weight class, no matter what boxing channel, no matter what promotion, I'm just here to unify and talk about boxing. With that being said, Unified Boxing signing out. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos. Peace.